Hey, how are you guys doing? So we are now on the 5th episode for Season 2 for Love Live Superstar. And of course, as normal, if you wish to watch this, you should go through the main official source, Crunchyroll. You will have to watch it a day late, but otherwise you'll be able to watch as long as you have a premium subscription. Otherwise, there are your main other sources. The fastest way is going through torrents. And of course, as normal, I will have a poll that you guys can participate. Click the link in the description below and you will be able to participate in the poll, which will rank the girls from 1 through 9, 1 being your favorite girl after this episode and 9 being your least favorite girl after this episode. So of course, the last episode we got Shiki and Mei officially joining the group, and of course a lot of outpour of support was given to those girls, and the people really came to like those girls a lot. It's been a little while since we had Kinoko being kind of main focus, but you know, it's fine, she already had her focus. But looks like now the big main focus will be on Natsumi, the last of the 4 to join the group, as it looks like she will be making an appearance in this episode. We've seen bits and pieces of her, mostly her doing a bunch of side jobs, which are varying different things to try to support herself, yet we don't quite know. So let's go ahead and jump into the episode. So we start and everyone else learns that they officially joined the school idol club, and Kiniko, of course, is very happy about that and kind of cheers that out to everyone else. On the side though, we see Natsumi, who is rubbing her back because she was doing those moon drops and hurting her back, but she's kind of complaining that her side gig on her channel on LTube is not getting a whole lot of views. But then she sees Leela and is like, woo! They have a lot of views and a lot of people supporting and subscribing to them. So she's like, well, if I use them, I can get a lot of dollar bills, y'all. So she is very excited at the prospect of that, and hurts her back from jumping up. Good for her. So, of course, this episode is going to be talking about her, and it looks like Natsumi's going to be focusing on the prospect of money. We have the girls, they are working out, and of course, these girls are new, so they are definitely struggling to try to keep up. Kinoko, of course, still struggles to keep up, as the second years are far more athletic than these girls. So then, in the discussion comes up, they saying Mei has another talent. She can play piano. And honestly, I didn't even know why I didn't see this coming. This is freaking Love Live. Redhead means you can play piano. I guess Ruby's the only case. Otherwise, but Maki plays piano. Reiko plays piano. So I guess Mei has to play piano because she has red hair. Therefore, you play piano and you're going to be a composer and you're going to write the songs. Too much of a con-trend. I guess Nikichikaku is different because they really don't have red hair. So does you, but guess red hair just means you can play the piano. But it also comes out that Kinoko is able to potentially write lyrics for the songs, but these girls still feel like that they are really far behind. And then Shiki pulls up this graph of growth, whatever this actually means, I don't know. But they are definitely far behind the second years. But on the sideline, we have Natsumi, who is thinking about the money if she can record a bunch of the girls in Leela. So she's definitely scheming about a potential scheme. So she comes to the actual girls in Leia and says, hey, can I join? Or rather, the girls assume that they're joining and they're going crazy and they're like, whoa, if she joins, we're going to finally have 9. Because that's a legendary number and that's going to be a game changer. Well, if you don't know why they mean that, well, there's, of course, Muse, which had 9, and then Aqua that had 9. And I guess that's just the magic number for whatever reason, because that's just what it is the case, even though a bunch of other winners didn't have 9, like Arise and all. Ichigaku had 9 at the start and didn't. I don't know. Anyways, Muse and Aqua 9, so I guess that's just a mythical number in this business, apparently. But then Natsumi has to correct them, saying she's not joining, rather she wants to be the producer. And by producer, I mean, you know, she's going to be making videos, talking about it and discussing them and all that kind of stuff. And one notable thing is that she is going to collect all revenue from them. And kind of like, oh, that's fine. I don't care. I don't want to make money from doing Leela. Kind of a little scummy. But I'll talk about that later. So we have Cuckoo, who brings out this basket. And it looks like these girls are playing some card games. Specifically, I can't remember which one's called. I think it was Kingdom. I played this before. But basically, you have winners and losers. The winners will give their worst cards to the peasants, the lowest ranked people, and then the worst ranked people will give the best cards to the best players, and then they had to try to empty out their hand, and you have to do a bunch of rounds and such. But Kuku-sen, the reason they can't do it is because the room's too small. But we have Natsumi, who's going to be recording all of this, and kind of exactly not the happiest about trying to be recorded by Natsumi, who's kind of interesting in her personality and a little upfront in there. But the girls are going and playing the card game in the room while the other girls outside. But what happens is Ren notices this kind of device here. Basically, I guess they're trying to make a fake Nintendo Switch. More or less, that's basically what it is in Nintendo Switch. And then suddenly they're starting to play a game, maybe like a Mario Party equivalent. And Ren's just like, whoa, this is so cool. Games are amazing. And I mean, yes, they are, but they're having fun. And we have Natsumi, who's recording all of this and will later upload it. But looks like they did forget the other girls out there. But now we get to see Ren, who seems to be really into games. And you just see that face in the background. She is definitely really happy. But with all this videos, we have Natsumi, who is really excited to see a huge increase in views from 200 to suddenly 50k, which, wow, that's kind of a big jump, honestly. But she is definitely going to try to get a lot more views, and she does that smash the subscribe button and blah 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 talk that a lot of YouTubers do. I kind of find it a little annoying, honestly. But more important note, we have the girls talking about that they're going to summer vacation and they're looking to ramp up the schedule because they're going to go against Sunnypa. And I found this maybe actually kind of funny, which is trying to explain who they are. So they go do on a workout, and Natsumi's like, oh yeah, I should run with them. And I guess she's motivated by one thing, and that is money, and even more money. But she's kind of dying trying to follow them because she's not exactly the most fit. But Sumina then approaches her and saying, what is all this about? I'm trying to be a producer, but you're just here to make money. And, I mean, Sumina's right about this, and I don't think it's really that fair, but Kanon's like, I don't care. So Natsumi ends up going talking back to the first years and surprising them, but more or less they get the gist that they're okay with this relationship that they have, and that's like great, good thing these guys are stupid. But the first years are more focused on the fact that they feel like they are dragging the second years down, and that's part of the reason why they don't feel uneasy seeing all these recordings go on, because people notice that difference. So she comes up with a proposition that they'll have their own separate schedule for the summer, and she's not just like, sure. And I can understand the prospect of that, but let's say Natsume has something else in mind, and what could that possibly be? So here's the preview for the next episode called Dekaida, and looks like they're going to be doing that summer training. The first year is going to probably be mostly with themselves, and the second year is going to do their own thing. And Natsumi's kind of going to be in both, and I'm sure she's going to do some videos and recordings and all that. Past that, we do have the Liela no Uta song, so let's go ahead and see that as well. So this one's a bit different than the other ones. Definitely looks like it seems to be inspired by Alice in Wonderland, especially if you look at things like Chibi the dog is with the Mad Hatter and stuff. It looks like, I guess, Ren is going to be Alice, and they're kind of in that weird world. Definitely a odd song to put it in the least. Don't know if I like it or not. I'm not necessarily hate it, but it's something. I don't know what I think about this, honestly, but the fact that Ren gets put into a bottle to drink me, that's kind of odd. But it looks like definitely Natsumi will be the one who'll be singing this in the next episode, and so it'll be her version of this. Sure is something. I don't know what to say about that. It's different. But that will conclude this episode. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I gotta say it was definitely interesting. I like the card game that they played. That was definitely fun. I played with my friends. But they don't really explain how it goes. But I'm assuming that's what they were playing. Kingdom, I think it's what it's called. If you guys let me know what it's actually called in the comments below. But I think it's a fun game. As for Natsumi, I'm definitely getting a negative impression about her, because she definitely seems to be kind of annoying. Now, one thing to keep a note is they are not explaining her motivations of why doing this. I mean, money, money, money. That's what she wants. She wants to get a bunch of money, and of course, who doesn't? But she definitely feels like she's being manipulative and deceptive and taking advantage of the girls, and that just doesn't seem fair. But I mean, she was doing a bunch of these side jobs, so maybe she's struggling to survive and she needs the money to support herself. I don't know, maybe she doesn't have parents or something like that. I don't know, but maybe she's got to do something. Maybe she's got to save her house or saving her school. I don't know, but that's definitely a plot that Love loves doing. But she definitely seems to be kind of like that. What in this case they're called the L-tubers versus the YouTuber kind of deal. But I mean, a lot of the popular YouTubers are always like, they kind of do the certain thing with the kind of videos and try to make it pop and be clickbaity, and they like saying, oh, like and smash the subscribe button and I don't know, all that kind of stuff. And I don't like that personally. I find it really annoying, if I'm going to be completely honest. But, mate, that's not me. I don't like that kind of stuff. But I'm sure there's a lot of people like it, because I guess that's why so many people kind of like that kind of style. But this episode didn't really personally help me like Natsume more. Kind of confirms my suspicions against her. But this is just this episode, and I'm sure other episodes will elaborate more on her and her reasons doing this. But honestly, I kind of have to keep her last place in my personal list. That's where I'm gonna keep her. But let me know what you guys think about this episode. What do you think of Natsume? What do you think about that song at the end? It's a little goofy. Do you guys like that song? I don't know how I feel about it. It's way too early. And it's not something I instantly love or hate. It's just, it's kind of there. Different. I mean, I like Ren singing and all that. And I like the moments we got to see. I like seeing Ren, how she interacts with like video games. I found it pretty cute. And I like a lot of the interactions that May has a lot too. But, let me know what you guys think about these girls in the comments below. And what you thought about this episode. And how you feel about Natsume. And what you think is going to be going forward. What do you think is going to happen in the next episode? What would you like to see in that? It looks like they're going to do some training. Probably not a song yet. Maybe we're probably waiting for all 9 to join officially. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And of course, there is that poll that click in the description below. And you'll be able to participate in the poll. And I'll go over on the results on Thursday. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And hope to catch you guys in another video soon.